podcast time. You already know that. Welcome to Wawaka Winery, and this is Wawaka Experience. And doing these podcasts, I want to do a wide range of subjects, and I'm going to do some series with local businesses, small businesses, because I feel that number one, I'd rather do business with people I know, people I've known for years, and because you trust them more. I do. I myself, if I would ever need any services, I'd rather do it with someone I've known for 30, 40 years than somebody that I just trust means so much to me when it comes to business. And that's why I had these guys on today, because I've known them forever, and I would recommend them to anybody because I know the type of character these guys are. I have Keith Ballard and Bobby Abel in here from Northeast Indiana Roofing Company. And the reason I got them in here, because I know them, I know they're good guys, I know their character, I trust them fully and would recommend them. So got these guys in here to talk a little bit about how everything started, and start with it. I want to welcome you guys. Hey. Keith.
Thank you.
And Bobby. I've known Keith. Me and you've been friends for 35 so years. Yeah. I've known you for that long a time. Yeah. I just recently connected with you, and I was so glad to see you, because when I went to the Kendallville Home and Garden Show, I knew you were going to be there. That was one reason I came, because I always like visiting with you, and you know I'm a bullshitter, so it's been just forever since I've seen this guy, your sales associate.
Bob's a good guy.
Well, why don't you tell me, how did you? I've worked with you in the trailer factories and known you as a good worker, and known you as a conscientious. Well, let's see, because you were a group leader of slide outs when me and you were always into doing things right. Right, is my experience with you.
Before we get into that, I just got to thank you for letting us come here and be here.
I love having you here.
We enjoy watching your podcast, and I tell you what, you've got a great following, and you know, this is the Wawaka Winery it's amazing. I mean, it's cool to be in here, and I love it. So, but yeah, I mean, I started out as a in our area, the RVs or the mobile homes at one time was the thing to be in. And, you know, 2008 rolled around, that recession. I mean, it was tough on all of us. We were working I remember 4 days a month we were working.
That was a dark time in most of the country, but it really hit us hard.
It did. And, you know, I remember going home, and, you know, wife was pregnant, kids, how are we going to pay the bills? And, you know, I had to come up with a plan B that, you know, I got to figure out how I'm going to get myself out of this situation. So, you know, that's when Northeast Indiana Roofing kind of came to be.
Well, I got to tell you, I hand it to you for instead of just sitting there, woe is me, and letting the situation take over. Mm-hmm. You use your brain, and hey, what can I do to get us out of that? I mean, in life, we're all going to have rough patches, so I hand it to you to think out of the box.
We stewed on it, and you know, over in our area, I grew up in Wawaka, and you know, we went just down the road across a couple fields, but
that's how you get directions in Wawaka. You're across this field,
over the ditch and through the woods, and you're over at my house.
Now to get in this one guy's land, it may shoot you.
So, you know, went to school at West Noble, and you know, we kind of migrated over to Kendallville, and you know, there was a need for a roofer, and I'll be the first to tell you, roofing is not
Oh, it's hard work.
It's hard. It's hot. You know, you don't put roofs on normally in the winter, so you're out there in 90-degree heat, and you're thinking, why did I choose this profession? But, you know, it's just like an undertaker or anything else like that. You know, somebody's got to do it. And
well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it needs done.
The most reward I get from the roofing part is I get to meet so many different people from so many different walks of life. Yeah. And 95% of them are great people. They're just, you know, not able to do it themselves. And there's a lot of crooks out there. And I'm a straight shooter. I go in there and
yeah, that's one reason I love to have you on this program, because I know both of you guys.
Yeah.
I know your character, and I will support. I support local business, number one. Number two, though, you got to be honest. Yeah. I'm not going to give you my business just because you're local. Most local business are honest, and that's I know you guys, both of you guys, got good hearts, and you want what's best for the customer, and that's why I wanted to have you guys on here to kind of get your name out there some more.
Well, I got to be honest about something. This small business here at Wawaka Winery's got some of the best wine I've tasted for a while. Yeah, so I want to say I'm pretty impressed.
Well, thanks. Well, I tell you how that wine thing started.
This here's pretty neat.
I started losing my hair. You know, remember me back in the day? Not to brag, but Jason didn't have a problem with ladies back when he had his looks.
No,
but
no.
Hey, get a little age on you. I thought, how am I going to get women over here? I know, make wine.
Well, how's that been working out?
Well, Anakin
was
got
saying
better luck than I do.
Anakin was saying there on that one podcast, it's kind of a dry run there for what, 2 years.
It's been rough. He doesn't have the problem though. Well, I was thrilled that you worked with Keith and helping along with the sales and everything, because that day that I saw you at the show, and I walked away because it's been so long since I've seen you, Bobby.
It was.
And then you guys called me back and you told me who you are.
Well, it was kind of weird because I asked Keith, I said, hey, who was that? I know who that guy was because I hadn't seen you for so long. And what threw it off, and everybody's probably going to know this, was the laugh. I mean, that's your trademark. And I said, Keith, was that a crate? And he goes, well, yeah. And I said, holler at him, get him back here. Hell, I know him. And
that was awesome.
It was a good day.
I was so glad to reconnect with you.
It was a good day.
As we used to, I want folks out there, I know you and your brother, Brian, is my age, through the 4-H fair.
Yeah.
And we were telling stories a little bit about the fairs and everything. We had
some good times.
The 4-H fairs, I've made a lot of quality friends through 4-H and everything. I mean, it's a good organization for people to get involved with their kids. And
it's good stuff for family time.
Absolutely. And but getting back with your business, how's things going? You guys pretty busy, it sounds like it?
It's I mean, you know, I don't want to get religious on you, but the Lord has blessed us.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely.
You know, we kind of committed to this, and you know, I got to tell you what, I ran into this guy. We did a roof for this guy. How long ago was it? Was a year? Not quite a year.
It was right. Well, it was right after you had your stroke.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know Bob a year ago. And, you know, I come in and, you know, he had other contractors out there kind of quoted stuff, and he's, you know, Bob's a straight shooter, and him and I get along.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's one of my best friends now. So
I was glad to see you two guys connect, because I know you both, and I know you as good, honest people.
Yeah.
One of the big things with Keith, and it's a big seller for people that's looking for the roofing and stuff, is the communication with the husband and wife. And I got to commend this guy that, you know, my wife had questions, and he respected her as a woman and explained things. And it really didn't depend on the price at that point. That was a selling point for us. And that's where our friendship hit right away. It was right there because he's a square shooter. He showed respect to me and to my wife, which meant a lot right there. And when he left, done deal. He's got the job.
Absolutely.
So that means a lot.
Well, that means
in business because you get somebody comes out here and they're busy and hey, I really don't give a shit whether I get your roof or not. And try to gouge you and shit and. That just don't fly with Keith. I mean, you've seen some of his videos and stuff, and I give him a hard time about the video on the Mother's Day thing. It's a classic. If you haven't seen that, you need to get on the website and look that up. I mean, right there, it'll sell a roof for you right there, and it means a lot. You know?
You know your customer base. I mean, you know that how do I say this? Like you said, Bobby, listen to all people involved, and that's including your wife. And it's sad to say that we have to point that out. Some people's don't, they just want to do it. But hey, if the missus ain't happy, ain't nobody
That's
happy.
right.
Amen.
The wife's not happy.
Yeah.
Happy
and
wife,
I know
happy life.
I'm an idiot when it comes to women. But you got to get, that's her home. I mean, and that's the most important person to me because I let stuff slide a little bit more than a woman would. Because you've seen shit I've pulled in my life. But and that does mean if I were married and if someone would disrespect my wife, you're gone.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Well, it's a big investment for putting a roof on,
Yeah.
No matter what the bid is, where you get it or who does it. I mean, you got to look, that's a big investment in your home. Absolutely. And you need to talk to your wife and say, hey, can we afford this? Can we have him do this? Mm-hmm. Big thing with us was, before Keith come out, I was dead set on going with steel.
Yeah.
I wanted a steel roof. I liked the steel roof. It wasn't, we've been in the same home for 30 years and we plan on staying there. That's our home. That's where we raised our kids. And Keith come out and he he says, well, Bob, what do you think? And I said, well, I don't want to waste your time. I said, I'm really interested in steel. Well, let me tell you a little bit of the story, and Keith can get into the steel part of it a little more, but where it came down to with the steel, naturally it's a little more money and stuff. Yeah. And I'm very glad we went with the roofing now instead of the steel. So
maybe you can elaborate on.
Yeah, that's where Keith will come in and explain the difference in between the roof and
I kind of want to know the difference myself.
So I mean that's something we need to talk about there. So he ended up talking me into going with the shingles, and it was cheaper. So I mean it wasn't like he was trying to get me for the steel roof.
That and shingles are they got shingles now. What is the warranty? 30 years?
50.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gotten better since the last I looked into shingles.
Oh yeah.
I did not realize that.
So I figured, there too, with him selling me on the shingle, I was like, you know what? The next guy can worry about that roof in 50 years.
Oh yeah, 50 years. Absolutely.
If I make 100, I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised I made what I made so far. I did not realize there's 50 years warranties on shingle roofs now.
Well, we're kind of a step above. We're a preferred contractor with Owens Corning. And
that's right.
So
yeah, I'm glad you said that.
When me and my crew come in there, we're giving you, rather than any ABC or XYZ roofing company or whatever, we carry, there's restrictions you got to have and you've got to meet these requirements to be a preferred contractor. So we do that. So when I come into your house, instead of you getting a 10-year warranty from anybody that puts it on, we can offer you that 20-year warranty. For
awesome.
The shingles curl up early. 20 years is a long time.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they lose their seal, boom, then you can get your whole roof replaced.
It's taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Year 21, honestly, year 21 to year 50, then it starts prorate now. So, they kind of 2% a year.
Another thing I like with you guys, and I saw that video this morning, because I like to do a little research before I have every guest in here. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember what the name of that machine is.
Oh.
But it's tell people about that it lifts up and it opens up for when you scrape off. Tell people about that, because to me that's a huge selling point, because I've done roofs before, but the selling point to me, it keeps everything clean. But
it's called an Equipter. It's made out in Pennsylvania. One company in the whole United States make it, and I mean, you pull it in behind your truck, you unhitch it, you actually can drive it up underneath the eaves. It opens.
It has an old independent transmission and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So you're not driving a truck and everything.
No.
It's just, and like you told me earlier, it has huge tires, so it don't make tracks.
Don't make big ruts. I mean, obviously, if we've got a huge amount of rain, then
it's the soil soft.
Yeah, but I mean, I tell you what, it's efficient. We don't have to. We still put tarps around the house to catch a little bit nails and debris and stuff, but I mean, everything just opens up right there.
And it falls right into that machine.
I can hire one less guy because I'm not having him pull tarps and trash around.
Yeah, that's what I remember. The few roofs I've done, I've never been a roofer, but you help out a buddy for a case of beer or something, and scrape it off roof.
Right.
Man, it's a mess around there.
Yeah.
And I saw that machine that you have, and oh my God, I've seen them before, because it's kind of it's not really a new thing, but it is recent.
It's I mean,
it raises right to the roof.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's less area for it to drop, so it catches almost all of it.
It's
really.
more of a safety thing also, because you're not,
you're not beating the hell out of the side of the house.
Right, yeah, where you could break something or something fall off, and you get in the customers' bushes, and cleaning up, and you got a lot of time in if all that shit's on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's a time saver, safety, because it's up there to the edge of the roof.
I think it serves you guys and the customer.
Absolutely.
To me, and I know. I mean, you know me, I'm no construction, but I'm not. I've stayed away from roofing because it's a hard friggin' job. I'll help out a buddy every now and then, but prefer not.
Right.
Everybody out there, you think, well, Craig will help me with a roof. I prefer not, but I will help people. But I remember back in the days that put down tarps and everything. It looks like hell after I'm done. You can try like hell to keep it clean, and it's still gonna be a mess.
The tear off on a roof is twice as hard as installing. I mean,
installing's way easier than the tear off is real hard work. It is. But now I just.
But it's nice, you can take that around there, and then that dumps into the bigger trailer, so you can get that right back up. So you're not really, you're going to have two trailers there, but you can keep the guys working up here on the roof.
Oh, absolutely. Less
and
downtime.
the other guy can run and dump the trailer.
Yeah.
The big one.
Yeah. So you got, how many guys you got working for you now, Keith?
It depends on the size of the roof. I mean,
got ya.
We've done last year we did a couple churches that were 300 square.
Job.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I mean, we got it all done in one day. So
wow, that's impressive. To me, that's impressive.
The installers are all knowledge. I mean, we'll go down to a 10 square garage, and we do for all peoples of all walks of life. The guy that makes $10 an hour, the guy that's bringing home 6 digits. So
well, you work with them with finances, how they can finance this thing and everything, don't you? From step one to
if they don't have the cash, I mean, a roof is a big investment. I'm not going to lie to you. So it's not like you don't wake up one morning and say, "Oh, hey babe, let's go put a roof on." It's something you want to look for. You can look at your roof.
You got to do your research.
Maybe I don't get Keith out here and see how much life we got on the roof. 5 years.
And like I told people, that's why I like doing with local businesses, with people I know, because if I bring in somebody I don't know, you need to change that right freaking now. With you, I know that if you told me you got maybe 5 years left, or if you would tell me, Jason, you need to do this now, I would trust you because I know you. And that's why I like doing business with guys like you that I know. And a lot of people know you guys. So they, and the other thing, and another reason why, and I trust you, number one, that's the most important thing. But if you screw me, I know where you're not. You know damn well I'm coming at you.
But the other thing too is, even if you're interested and you're getting to a point where, boy, I'm gonna have to do this roof.
Yeah.
You know, you get a hold of Keith I was a little skeptical about this at first with, I'm not real big in the technology.
Yeah.
And here he comes out there, and I'm kind of looking around. I'm thinking, okay, what are you doing? You just touching base with me here or what? And I said, I'm not getting on that roof with you right today.
Yeah.
And he goes, Bob, I ain't got to get on the roof. And I was like, okay, I'm starting to lose a little ground here with this guy already.
Yeah.
And I says, well, how in the hell are you gonna measure that roof? The way I've seen that measured is with a tape measure. And he goes, you got 20 minutes? And I said, well, yeah, I got 20 minutes, but it's going to take you longer than that. Because I'll be honest, I had an Omni screw out there and looked at it, and they got 3 guys up there and 2 guys sitting in the truck. So you got all this manpower, getting, he's paying, and they're up there measuring this shit, make sure the thing's square and everything. Well, here's old Keith. He says, 20 minutes. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm punching your address in. And I said, well, that's fine. And we were talking, and he's telling me about the shingles and this and that. And next thing you know, he got a notification on his phone. And he goes, hey, I don't even care how much them other guys were on the estimate.
Yeah.
He goes, I just want to know how many square it was. And I said, well, I got papers inside the door. I stepped in. Come back out, and I tell him, and he goes, here, he said, just look at that and tell me what it is. And I looked down there, and it's exactly the same, and the guy never got on the ladder. And it was identical.
There's an app out there that knows what the square footage
through ABC, and it's amazing. I
had heard of this.
It's amazing. Yeah. So,
that's sweet.
If you're into a situation where, well, I don't want this guy coming out here and being, I don't want to get stuck with him. Keith, come out there, bam, half hour of your time, he can shoot you. Now if you got, tons of trees and stuff over there might be a different little more involved in it. But if you're out where you can get a shot from the satellite, you're pretty much
scanning that for you.
That's awesome.
That technology.
Oh my goodness!
And I don't even know what.
So it just saves a lot of time.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's right on from the poor guy that was up there spending an hour and a half measuring everything out. He's already going down the driveway.
Yeah, nice.
If you're interested, call me back. I'll write up the estimate, and hey, we'll put you on the calendar.
Nice.
So it's really neat.
My line of work when we're not at the job site putting the roof on, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that beforehand. Where I'm out there, last Friday I had like 6 jobs to go measure up and do it. So and not every one of them are. Avila. Butler. So you're traveling a lot. And next thing you know, your day's over with. So time is huge for me. So. Yeah,
big time. That especially with small business owners. That's probably the most valuable thing you have. I learned that through. And I'm not officially open yet, but I tell you, when I get home from work, for the most part. Time is the most valuable thing I have.
Sure.
I've learned that. Yeah. And it is. It really is.
Well, just look how fast the times went.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
35 years ago.
My God, I blink. Well,
it don't seem like that.
No, it doesn't.
It seemed like we was running up Noble County Fair just
it does. Yeah, showing the sheep. Man, those were some good times. It doesn't seem like that long ago.
I know it.
Well, it doesn't seem that long time ago. You're my little buddies, but my little brother's buddy. You and me. Yeah, you and me. Like we were talking earlier. You're one of his buddies. Most of his buddies I got along with. Some of them I had to kick their little asses. I've never had a problem with you. Now, Copus.
Well, I've always been. I was brought up right. I was taught to respect my elders.
Yeah. Copus. Oh my God. There's one day. You remember Old Blue? My old blue Chevy truck.
Yes.
Well, carrier bearing went on my truck. I'm under there working on it, mad as hell because I'm working on my truck, and Copus was over. In Judd's mouth, And me and him get along great now. He's a great guy. But back in, and he was just, and Copus is just the same.
Oh, geez.
Well, them two dipshits, I'm mad as hell. I'm working my truck anyway since it's broke down. And they're throwing rocks at me underneath there. And Judd knew I didn't want to get up from under there. And I yelled at him a couple times. And one of them threw another rock. And I mean, I was pissed. And I had huge wrenches under there. Well, I saw a pair of feet and I thought it was Judd. And I swung that wrench as hard as I possibly could. And hit his shins. Dropped. It was Copus. He laid there and bawled. He goes, "You broke my legs!" That time I was mad at Karen. I grabbed home. I go, "Where's Judd?" He goes, scream out his leg. I go, "Dude, I don't care if you walk for the rest of your life. Where's my brother? I want a piece of him." Yeah, Copus, I had to thump him a couple times, but he still, to this day, I like the guy. Sometimes you're like, "Joel, don't you remember me kicking your butt?" I don't want to have to do that again. I'm too old for it. He's a riot.
Him, Etchison,
Yeah.
Stump. I mean,
Right.
there's still a core group of guys that we all get together and whether it's a barbecue or something, we all try to hang out with each other.
That's always fun. That's just one of my. I see. Well, the main friend I have, and you sold the Chevelle to Chris Maybe, and that's my.
I bought it from him. Yes.
Or you bought it from? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew that the Chevelle was tied in with you
Every
guys.
time I see him, I haven't seen him maybe once in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Why did you sell that thing?
Yeah.
No.
That Bell was a nice car.
I sold that thing for $2,700.
Oh, no way. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, that was a nice car. That was a beautiful car.
Chevelle.
Yeah. How many? Well, we didn't race. We had a couple races on it when we cruised at Kindleville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple races. Well, he did a whole frame off the Chevelle. Now it's not completed, and it's kind of put on the back burner because life gets you're just so busy.
Right.
And but oh my gosh, this thing is gorgeous. And right now he's working on a 65 truck for his daughter. And she's my little field worker out here.
Oh, wow.
She's a heck of a worker, Carly.
Yeah.
She pulls weeds, mows my yard, and he got a good deal on a 65 Chevy pickup truck, and he tore off the front, and he's putting on all modern. It drives like a 65 truck.
Oh,
yeah.
He said my daughter's not driving that, so he's putting in rack opinion. Him and his daughter are both working at. It's a project for him and his daughter to work with.
That's neat.
So he said, it's not about the truck. It's about me and my daughter bonding over this truck.
That's nice.
So they're putting in right opinion steering, all modern suspension. As he said, my daughter is not driving. And he goes, "Remember how sloppy?" I say, "I remember my old blue truck. Yeah, you drive it like that." Hey, can you think of anything else you got going on, or people need to know, or?
You kind of hit on everything. I mean,
you have to remember the estimates are free, and
we don't.
Oh yeah,
and,
people know the estimates are free. Yeah, that's big.
If you think it's getting time to get a roof, though, at least get an idea of what's going on with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're getting mold it could be mold on the roof and stuff. You may not be.
That video this morning.
Right.
You were saying that wasn't baffled correctly.
Wasn't getting enough ventilation.
And, so you get that black mold.
And
if it's not ventilated, that's going to happen.
All that hot moist air in the, you figure in the summertime it's 80, 85.
Yeah.
Think how hot it is in your attic. It's 120 or plus.
Absolutely.
All that hot moist air, and it's just kind of. It's a cesspool up there.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It can become a health hazard. Like with the video I saw this morning that you made. They, and I don't know how much they knew about that in the 80s or the 70s whenever that house was built, but I know exactly the baffles you're talking about because I remember putting those in when I would do a build for a pole barn or something when we're insulating it. But hey, seeing you guys. you both get a Wawaka Winery hat. That's what the guests get. So that's they're actually my sister-in-law, Teresa Cripe. Creative embroidery. She makes those very comfortable hats. I like the hillbilly look. They call it the worn look, but they're very comfortable hats. So you each get a Wawaka Winery hat.
I appreciate you having us on.
I'm glad to see you both out here. And, it's fun catching up with old friends.
Absolutely.
So
big thing is you can get on Facebook. We got there's a site on there,
www.northeastindiana.com.
Like the page, and you can get the phone number off there, and
there you go.
You can see some of the work we've done. Last year we did about 100 roofs. So
nice. Yeah.
We went from 10 years ago. I was just doing roofs for friends and family, and it just didn't explode one day.
Yeah.
We worked hard, and the reputation. I don't take that lightly. They tell me that for every 10 good roofs you do, or 10 good things you do, one bad mark will erase them. So I don't.
That's what. With businesses, bad news spreads faster than good news.
That's right.
So it's. That's common sense, because when someone's pissed off, So I know you guys are both upfront, good guys, and I would recommend you guys to anyone.
Appreciate that. I am a little disappointed at Anak. He's a little bit.
He's a little tired. Well, he
ain't feeling the group support here.
No, he's not.
He's kind of being a loner today.
Yeah, sometimes he's like that. Sometimes he's not like that. Well, I put his bed in the other room, and he's a little pissy at me.
I got you.
That bed will have to come back out, but I got a feeling he does that. Sometimes he doesn't give a shit. But hey, we'll wrap this up. As glad to have you both out here, and I'm glad I met your wife. She's awesome.
Yeah, we brought Michelle along.
She's been testing the wine over there. But not too much, because I understand she's driving you guys home.
We brought her DD just in case.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We don't want to catch Weber out on the county.
No. Well, I don't know any hiding spots, because I knew all mine.
That was a great podcast with him. I got to tell you,
Max,
it takes a lot of guts for somebody running for office like that.
To lay himself out there.
Yes.
He does. Yeah.
And I've known Max when I worked at the sheriff's department, when I reserved over there.
Oh, I forgot about when you were on the reserves. Yeah. I forgot all about that.
He didn't act like, he was a state trooper, and he didn't act like he was any better than us.
Max is just a regular guy. He's always been that with me, and my history. I mean, I'm not a bad dude, but I'm an honorary dude, and Max has always treated me with respect.
Sure.
And I can't. Most police will treat you with respect. There's a very small few that ruins, and then everybody gets, then that's where you get the old controversy you see on that.
Right.
They're not all. Most police officers are good guys, good people.
Yep.
Max is one of the good ones.
Yes.
And so is I had Jeff Siegel. He's run for Elkhart County, and man, I tell you, I hope he gets it over there, because I'm a huge fan of Jeff. I think he's going to do a great job, and because he sat in with me on a podcast, and I found out some things about him that really impressed me with his undercover work, that he helped kids out. That almost that got me right here. When he told me about that, because I didn't know that about him, and I was very impressed with him. But
I do a lot of undercover work keeping this guy in line.
Well, hey, we'll call it night, and because I gotta pee really bad. Some of this beer's running through me.
Well, hey, appreciate you having us out.
Glad you guys came out. And
the wine is spectacular, and we appreciate you inviting us over.
Thank you. Well, you guys
get the opportunity to come out here if Jason invites you. I called last week and made reservations. But it's come and enjoy the Wawaka Experience.
Well, thank you. And like I said, you got roofing issues. I highly recommend you guys. Know you both. Know you as good, honest people, and you've been at it for 10 years now, and I'm impressed from what I've seen.
Thank you.
So, well, everybody out there, have a good night from Wawaka Winery, and thank you very much.